porcelain, porcelain, porcelain.
This type of material is made from special clay that's fired at very high temperatures to make it strong and delicate. It's often used to make things like cups, plates, and figurines. Here is a sample sentence. The delicate porcelain vase on the antique table was a family heirloom that had been passed down through generations.
Porch, porch, porch.
A covered outdoor space attached to the front or back of a house, often with steps leading up to it. Here is a sample sentence. The family sat on their cozy porch, sipping lemonade and watching the sunset. I hope this helps. Let me know if you have any other questions.
Pore, pore, pore.
It's a small opening or hole on the surface of something, like skin or paper. Here's a sample sentence. After washing her face, she took a few minutes to examine her skin in the mirror and try to unclog the pores on her nose.
Port, port, port.
It's a place where things come in or go out, often by water. Here's a sample sentence. The ship sailed into port, where it was greeted by a fleet of smaller boats. In this example, port refers to a place where ships can dock or anchor.
Portable, portable, portable.
Something that can be easily carried or moved from one place to another without being too heavy or bulky. Here is a sample sentence. The laptop was portable, making it easy to take on trips and work from anywhere.
Portion, portion, portion.
It's a share or part of something like food or time. Here's a sample sentence. She asked for a smaller portion of the cake so she could save room for dessert. In this example, portion refers to a specific amount or share of something, in this case, the cake.
Portrait, portrait, portrait.
A picture or drawing of someone's face, usually from head to shoulders. Here is a sample sentence. The famous artist spent months working on her latest portrait, capturing the subject's likeness with incredible detail and nuance.
Portray, portray, portray.
This means to show or describe someone or something as they really are, often by acting out or drawing a picture of them. Here is a sample sentence for the word portray. The actor's portrayal of the historical figure was so convincing that it felt like he was actually there in person. In this sentence, the word portray means to represent or depict someone or something in a performance, drawing, painting, etc. Wall.
Pose, pose, pose.
It's when you deliberately stand or sit in a certain position, often to look good or be noticed. Here is a sample sentence. The model struck a pose on the catwalk, showcasing her designer gown to the audience.
Positive, positive, positive.
It means good or helpful, rather than bad or unhelpful. Here is a sample sentence. The news about her new job was positive, and she felt excited and optimistic about her future. In this sentence, positive refers to having a good or favorable outcome, which is one of the main meanings of the word.
Possess, possess, possess.
To have something that belongs to you, or to own it. Here is a sample sentence. She possesses a rare talent for painting that has earned her international recognition. In this sentence, possesses means to have or own something, in this case, a talent, as their own.
Possession, possession, possession.
It's something that belongs to someone, and they have control over it. Here's a sample sentence. The antique vase was a prized possession that had been passed down through generations of her family. In this example, possession refers to something that belongs to or is owned by someone, in this case, the antique vase.
Post, post, post.
It's something that comes after or follows something else, often in a series or sequence. Here is a sample sentence. She mailed the letter and then posted it in the mailbox. In this example, posted means to send or deliver something through the mail.
Postage, postage, postage.
It's the cost or fee for sending something through the mail, like letters or packages. Here is a sample sentence. The package required an additional 50 cents in postage to be mailed internationally.
Postal, postal, postal.
This term refers to things related to sending or receiving letters, packages, or other mail through the postal service. Here is a sample sentence. The postal worker delivered the package to my doorstep just as I was expecting it.
Postcard, postcard, postcard.
A small piece of paper with a picture or message on one side, used to send a quick greeting or information to someone from somewhere else. Here is a sample sentence. She sent me a postcard from her trip to Paris with a picture of the Eiffel Tower on it.
Posterity, posterity, posterity.
This refers to people who will live after us, our descendants or future generations. Here is a sample sentence. The great leader's legacy would be remembered by posterity as a shining example of courage and wisdom in the face of adversity. In this sentence, posterity refers to people who come after us, specifically future generations. It's often used to describe how one's actions or reputation will be viewed by those who follow.
Postpone, postpone, postpone.
To put something off until later instead of doing it now. Here is a sample sentence. The concert was postponed due to bad weather and will now take place next Saturday instead. In this example, the verb postpone means to put off or delay something that was previously scheduled.
Postulate, postulate, postulate.
This means to say or assume something is true without proof, as a starting point for further thought or discussion. Here is a sample sentence. The mathematician began her proof by postulating that all triangles have 3 equal sides in order to establish a foundation for further reasoning. In this example, postulating means assuming or stating something as true without necessarily proving it, often as a starting point for further argument or investigation.
Pot, pot, pot.
It's a container made of metal, ceramic, or other materials used to hold things like food, liquids, or plants. Here is a sample sentence. She put the small pot on the stove to boil some water.